This is your weekly IUP-TV news bulletin. My name is Kiara Washington.
And my name is Alex Huber. We bring you stories that are relevant to IUP and the Indiana community. Let's begin with local news.
President Driscoll announced that an upcoming change in IUP. The restructuring plan was brought about due to the recent hardships IUP has faced, including financial, enrollment, and issues due to COVID-19. Some changes include merging College of Humanities and Social Sciences with the College of Fine Arts. The change will also affect the university's faculty and staff, with the possibility of around 120 faculty and 160 staff layoffs. Changes are expected to take effect in the fall of 2021.
COVID-19 cases have increased again in Pennsylvania over the last few days. Though another lockdown isn't expected, people are expected to stay vigilant and follow the directions of public health professionals. The situation also alerts those traveling to and from Pennsylvania in terms of the importance of following guidelines, as well as a willingness to quarantine if they're exposed or infected with COVID-19.
Many Americans are waiting to see when they'll receive a second round of stimulus checks. The White House, House of Representatives, and Senate supports the second round of stimulus checks. A new payment includes up to $1,200 per individual who are eligible. Although we don't know exactly when it will be approved, many people wonder what they will do with the second round of stimulus checks.
Arlington National Cemetery recently unveiled a new memorial honoring women in military service. The sculpture, named The Pledge, was commissioned by the U.S. War Dogs Association. Visitors can find it in the Women in Military Service for America Memorial in the cemetery. The monument features a servicewoman alongside a service dog, signifying the pledge to support one another. The memorial will soon be open to the public viewing, and tickets to visit will be free. When it opens, however, the number of visitors will be limited due to safety precautions for COVID-19.
A new study published in Science magazine found a way on how to combat COVID-19. The study that was conducted by an international team of 200 researchers found a common vulnerability shared by the 3 largest strains of the virus. In addition to that, finding of the study shows how it can be targeted to inhibit the virus. After this discovery, the researchers currently working on identifying possible treatments and how they can apply this knowledge to other diseases in the future.
Europe is at a turning point as the coronavirus surges. Doctors are sending warnings that impose restrictions, yet many European governments don't want to completely put their economies on lockdown. The World Health Organization has informed cities in Europe that intensive care units could possibly reach their maximum capacities as COVID cases increase. In response, schools and gyms have been shut down and a 9 p.m. curfew has been planned.
I did not know what I wanted to do my senior year of high school, as a lot of seniors do. I went and toured ESPN, the headquarters in Connecticut, and I went in there and I was like, I know exactly what I was going to do. And I knew the best way to change the world was actually to do it through media. In communications media, I had a concentration of TV and film production, so I took classes like basic television, basic audio, graphic design, all little things that have to combine in order to make, production itself. I also was a journalism minor, so I specialized in public relations, which actually accumulated a lot of the stuff that I had learned through communications media, and then combined it with the writing skills that I learned in journalism. So in that, I actually applied to the PARS internship. It's in community relations, which is a side of public relations. I work underneath the diversity manager. So what we do is we work with PARS charities along with our RBI program, which is a youth initiative. The best thing that anybody can do if they're coming to IUP is just be dedicated. Don't be overwhelmed. Dedicate yourself to your education, and it really will shine through when you graduate and want to go for a job.
The semester is halfway over. Generally, around this time, students often get together in public places. However, this year, the campus has looked very different. Our reporter, Skylar Sabansky, has her story.
In your usual day, this is where hundreds of people walk by to get to class in the restaurants on campus. Since March, which was the beginning of COVID-19, a lot of people were sent home. This fall semester, students return with limited facilities available to them. I sat down with one athlete here at IUP to talk about how his usual day is since he returned back to school.
So my normal day here at IUP, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock and get me some breakfast in my apartment. And after that, I head to the KCAC for my workouts, which are a little different this year with the COVID situation. So we work out in groups of threes, which we call pods, and that's the only people you're allowed to be in the gym with. So I have that from 9 to 9:45, and then from 10 to 11, I have lifting with the same two guys. And after that, we're not allowed to shower or anything at the KC, so we have to come back to our apartment. We usually grab some food at North Dining Hall or one of the options on campus, and just take a shower and get to our Zoom classes. So I personally have all my classes online, so I never have to go anywhere on campus for my classes. So it's all on Zoom. So I have usually about one or two of those a day. And then every so often I'll go back to the KCAC to get some extra shots up or something. And other than that, that's really all I do. Have dinner with my roommate.
Last year, Crimson Cafe was full with students eating and hanging out. But since COVID-19, this is what it looks like. Nothing is open but Starbucks. I also asked how he feels about the limited menus here on campus.
I think the restaurant selection on campus is really well with the situation that all these campuses are in with COVID. I think the choices that you guys have around campus are really good because you can pay with your flex, or you have a couple options for your meal swipes with North Dining Hall and the other ones at the hub. One thing I think everybody misses though is Crimson Cafe. I think if that would open up, people would really enjoy that.
They know how the food system here at IUP works, but for freshmen, food and other services are limited, making it challenging for them to adjust. I sat down with two freshmen to talk about how they describe their campus life.
My life on campus so far has been good, but I didn't get to experience some of the stuff that my upperclassmen friends have, such as like welcome week and other ways to meet new friends.
My experience on campus has been good so far. I'm kind of upset that I wasn't able to have a normal orientation. It's also kind of weird not knowing anyone in my classes since they're all online. Regardless, I still really like the campus and still really like it here.
On top of that, the full freshman experience is different from anyone who has been living on campus before. I also asked them to describe their full freshman experience.
I still get to live in a dorm, but there are many restrictions with it. Also, whenever I want to go get food on campus, I have to Grubhub it, and it's in and out really fast.
I still get to live in a dorm, and I still have met a lot of new people here, regardless of the social distancing. And I feel like most of it is the same except the classes and the dining.
Reporting live from the IUP campus, my name is Skylar Sabansky, IUP-TV News.
Sports are a huge part of the college experience, whether you're playing for your school or just one of the fans. However, COVID has made things difficult for student athletes to play, forcing some of them to think about extending another year of college in the hopes that things will calm down. Our reporter, Zach Hirsch, has the story.
COVID-19 is raising major concern to whether or not student athletes will have a sports season this upcoming spring semester. Unfortunately, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference has suspended all fall sports for the 2020 season, making some athletes participate in other activities other than practicing. How's your experience this semester compared to last year?
So this semester, everything's really strict and everything has to be done in a very particular way to make sure we are minimizing spreading COVID and making sure we keep our environment really clean. We're always masked up. We're quarantining when we're not doing practice or school stuff. And last year, we simple things like going to the gym, we could have large groups, we can get all pumped up and stuff, and now we can't do that this year.
Spring sports such as baseball are still optimistic about having a season this upcoming spring. What kind of impact will COVID-19 have on your season if you're able to play?
If we're able to play, our season's going to be a lot shorter than it usually is, just because we'll only be able to play conference teams, and we won't be able to play outside of conference just to reduce travel. Also, we haven't had any preseason practices or stuff, so it's going to be like we're just going right in there and playing instead of having like a nice warm-up into the season.
Up till now, no one knows whether spring sports will have their season canceled this upcoming spring, which leaves concern to redshirts and seniors on whether or not they will take an extra year of eligibility. How do you feel about taking an extra year of eligibility if your season gets canceled this spring?
If our season was canceled this spring, I do not believe I would take another year of eligibility. Not because I don't love baseball, not because I don't love it here at IUP, but because I'm getting a degree in 4 years. I don't want to spend any extra, get any of that extra financial burden.
Football season is canceled. Football players have a lot more free time on their hands to do other activities, which makes you wonder how no football is impacting their lives. How is the absence of a football season impacting your life?
Well, it really impacted my life because football's been a big part of my life. I've been playing for the past 10 years, and then, I'm a junior, so this was going to be a big impact season for me, starting and everything like that. But I've just been able to work on my studies and, do other activities and stuff like that, and also get bigger and stronger for the next season.
Back in the sports field, what used to be a packed stands on a Saturday afternoon now just stands dull and empty for the remainder of the season. And it just makes you wonder if the Crimson Hawks could have repeated back-to-back PSAC West titles. How did COVID-19 impact your possible chances of winning another PSAC West championship title?
Well, we had a lot of returning players back, so we were looking pretty strong on the both offensive and defensive side of the ball. And then we also had a lot of incoming freshmen coming in, so we were going to use them as much as we could. But unfortunately with COVID, we're just going to bond together as a team and hopefully by next year win the PSAC championship.
All seasons are frustrated that they have to endure new protocols based on this virus. Hopefully by next year, the virus will go away so that we can get back to winning some more PSAC West championship titles.
Still about athletes and sports. Our reporter, DeAndre Clark, shares a story on new rules and regulations that athletes must follow during and after the games.
COVID-19 has affected many things, and one of those things is Friday night lights. I was able to talk to a mom and speak about the new rules and regulations about COVID, and this is what she had to say.
That they should let parents in, and that's just it, because I wouldn't want anyone or any of the kids to catch the virus. And I think the kids need to have something to do for the summer, something that they can enjoy, especially for the seniors who wants to go to college. They might get a scholarship, have different coaches and things come from different colleges to see them. So I do think it's a good idea that they don't have any fans there, but I do believe that they should have the parents there of all the kids. And then maybe later on throughout the season, if it's okay, then to start letting like at least 4 people out of the family, to come to the games. But other than that, I think everything is okay.
I also got a chance to speak to high school senior Diego Bledsoe about the new rules and regulations at practice, and this is what he said.
Whenever we enter the building, we have to get screened and our temperature's taken. It's less fans at the game. Whenever we enter the locker room for halftime, we have to social distance. Even before the game too, we have to social distance, and we always gotta wear a mask.
During the interview, Bledsoe also stated that they're assigned small groups to practice safe social distancing. COVID-19 has had a significant impact on everything. Hopefully we can get back to enjoying our fall sports. My name is DeAndre Clark, reporting from IUP-TV News.
Delivery services have become more popular in the last few months, and today there are more stores offering this service. One store that's hopping on this train is Walmart. Janae Goolsby has the story.
Like all of the shopping sites, Walmart is going to have a few changes this year. Walmart just launched Walmart Plus, that is a delivery subscription service. Few businesses that grab delivery services during this COVID-19. Other businesses such as Amazon Prime has been even more popular during the pandemic. Amazon's free trial is 30 days long. After the free trial, you can become a subscriber for $12.99 a month or $119 a year. With being a subscriber comes its perks. Amazon has grocery delivery and streaming services and other media. Today I have here
Dalen.
And which one do you think is better, Walmart Plus or Amazon Prime?
I'm going to say pick Amazon Prime because I'm more used to that. I'm not really familiar with Walmart Plus.
Today I have here.
Vincent.
And which one do you think benefits you better, Walmart Plus or Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime because it's faster delivery. You get to choose. And I'm not used to Walmart Plus.
Compared to Walmart, the Amazon Prime subscribers have a few differences and perks. Walmart Plus costs $12.95 a month or $98 a year. With a 15-day free trial, the perks of being a Prime subscriber is you can have same-day delivery or orders $35 and up, receive fuel discounts, and 160,000 packages are ready for same-day delivery. With Walmart and Amazon being close in prices and perks, which one would you rather be a subscriber with and why?
Amazon because I'm more familiar with it, and being a college student, you get a 6-month free trial.
Where your money is being spent is your decision, but are they the right ones? Although there are other shopping apps like Instacart, Grubhub, Amazon Flex, and more, you can find just about anything from Walmart or Amazon. We will know more about the two memberships soon. This is Janae Goolsby reporting from IUP-TV News.
I'd just say IUP means like education overall, right? Because like you can, you're supposed to have fun in college, but at the same time, education is what gets you to be able to succeed in life, and that's what IUP gave to me so far.
IUP is just like a small community of people coming together.
And my friends encouraged me to come to the school because it's so beautiful. Like the campus is just really surrounded by nature, and the people was nice. The staff was like really friendly.
IUP, honestly, I've been here for We've been here for 2 weeks already, and we've made so many friends. It's already like building a family here.
Yeah.
It's like a fresh start, I guess. It's like a way to make my life my own, and I get to make my own decisions.
This past Saturday, we just lost one of our crew members, Jaden Wright. He passed away on Saturday morning. Here's a little tribute on what we remember about him.
On October 17, 2020, IUP-TV News lost a much-beloved team member. Jaden Hadima Wright, born and raised in Rackham, was a third-year communications media major with a concentration in media production. Jaden joined the IUP-TV News crew this semester as part of COM 451 multimedia news production. Being a shy and reserved student, Jaden overcame the challenges of connecting with classmates in this new online learning environment, especially over Zoom. Skylar Sabansky, another IUP-TV News crew member, reflects on working with Jaden.
In the short time that I got to work with Jaden, when I was paired as a group assignment, I could just tell that he was a very hardworking and passionate student. At first, the Zoom call wasn't working and I didn't know what to do. So he stepped up and got in contact with our professor. And I could just tell from that he was just very passionate and wanted to succeed in this class as much as he could.
Jaden was more familiar with editing audio than he was with video, and since COVID-19 has pushed many classes online, it makes it harder and harder for virtual learners like Jaden to learn new skills. However, Jaden did not hesitate to reach out to others for help.
I also shared some experiences working with Jaden for IUP-TV News. There was a time not that long ago, he reached out to me. He said he was having some issues editing his first news package. So I got on a Zoom call with him and I helped him through it. It lasted maybe about an hour and a half, but he was dedicated to, he was focused on getting this project done, learning how to do video editing. He was listening and taking all of my advice, and he was just really determined to learn this new skill that he didn't have much experience with.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Wright family for their loss. For us here at IUP-TV News, we will always remember Jaden as a determined student and a good man. This is Jonathan Papadis reporting for IUP-TV News.
Well, that's the news we have for you this week. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and YouTube pages and catch up on the episodes that you might have missed. My name is Alex Huber.
And I'm Kiara Washington. Stay safe out there, IUP, and we'll see you next week.